Level Engine back for some more Yoshi's Strange Quest. Or is it? I'm gonna do another part of Yoshi's Strange Quest. Of course, I still have to give it the rating for it, and I want to try the boss rush, even if it's gonna be content I've already done. I do want to see what the boss rush is like. But let's just say that Blackout was not the only one who decided to make box art for his ROM hack. Yoshi Fanatic did so too! And yes, I recognize this from the hack itself. This is if you make it far enough at the space voyage, you get to ride the white dragon from Terraria. This actually looks like a game I would buy if it was real. Not like Hammer Brother, yeah. I don't need to say any more than I've said. And he even made a cartridge sticker. This is what it would ideally look like on a real SNES cartridge. Not bad. Same thing as what the box art would look like. And there's an instruction booklet. I didn't take time to sit down and look through the whole thing because I figured it might be even more fun to do this on recording. I've briefly leafed through it, but it could have easily changed since I've updated it numerous times with the hack. Welcome to the strange, silly, and possibly jelly-filled world of Yoshi's Strange Quest. I've already been there. It's been 47 parts. Yoshi Fanatic really outdone himself this time compared to the last game he made. Hopefully you'll enjoy playing this game as much as he did making it. Before you start YSQ, please take the time to read this manual really carefully. Yet I'm doing this after I've beaten the game 100%. Maybe I should have read this in the beginning. Maybe I wouldn't have struggled so much. If you message him about stuff that's already covered in this manual, you're giving him permission to laugh at you. Don't give him that opportunity. But if you do have a problem with the game that isn't covered in this manual, feel free to email Yoshi Fanatic and he'll do his best to help you. He's known as Yoshi Fanatic on Super Mario Central, Yoshi Fanatic 1 on YouTube and Steam, and Biggest Yoshi Fan on DeviantArt and Fur Affinity. In his user biography, he says that he is not a furry. And if you judge him as such, then you are a moron. We even get the official Nintendo seal, which is not an official Nintendo seal. Or at least I would say if this wasn't the ROM hack of Super Mario World. We gotta put the little disclaimer below saying that this is not a really official seal. Table of contents. The plot, the controls, getting started, general gameplay, a strange land of Verdonia, collectible things and other items, tips, tricks, and stuff, and a notes page. Yeah, like I'm really gonna need a notes page at this point. Table of contests. Pizza eating contest. Pokemon battle tournament. TV game shows. Oh, the vanilla level design contest. Gladiator battles. Staring contest. Contents of buffet table. Salad, fried chicken, bacon, garlic bread, pork fried rice, cake, beef noodles, mashed potatoes, pizza slices, hot dog buns. What other table of contents are we getting? Oh, here's the plot. Hey you, won't you please listen to Yoshi's plight? Yoshi could really use your help getting his eggs back. One day, a long, long time ago, there were two Yoshis that were married that eventually had a Yoshi kid. That Yoshi would later, huh? What's that, Yoshi? You say I started way too early in describing the game's plot? Darn it, not again! Why am I so bad at writing plot summaries anyway? I'm as bad at this as when I had to write those silly essays back when I was in school. Ugh! Well, give me a sec to think, and I'll remember the part of the plot I was supposed to write about. Oh, I remember. Over the course of Yoshi Fanatic's previous game, Mario's Strange Quest, Mario was tasked by Yoshi to rescue his 7 unhatched kids from the clutches of Bowser's Koopa kids. Trust me when I say this, but Yoshi eggs aren't something you'd use in your culinary delights. Not the good kind of chocolate, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is just the story from Mario's Strange Quest, which I never played, so... Okay, so... Yoshi Fanatic told me in a comment earlier that the time I went to Yoshi's house, I thought that was part of Yoshi's new home. When I went to the flashback of it in the Chaos Yoshi realm, which was in grayscale, that was just a reference to Mario's Strange Quest, which was his prequel hack to Yoshi's Strange Quest. So that's where the trees are from, technically. And here's a screenshot from Yoshi's Strange Quest. So then Yoshi and his roommate went on a trip to a faraway land. Over the course of their journey to find a new home, they crossed mountains, swam through the sea, and survived going through a few toilet museum-esque tourist attractions without being scammed out of all their money. What kind of moron thought that anyone would want to see a bunch of dirty toilets that were apparently used by famous people? Never mind that the only famous people that use these toilets are the 4 idiots that came up with such a terrible and ridiculous scam. Or how about those ridiculously awful businesses that are popular in some Sims neighborhoods where they run in buildings that ought to be condemned, where they sell dirty and broken things for millions of dollars. And don't get me started on the Museum of Dirty and Disgusting Things. Alright, went off on a tangent, didn't I? No wonder this is going to take so long to read. After about a week of traveling, the two Yoshis found a great place to set up a new home, which was in the strange Weirdonia region that is far from the Mushroom Kingdom. It's an interesting place that's unlike many other regions in the world. Weirdonia has an element of uniqueness that few areas possess, not to mention that it lives up to its name because of how weird it is in various parts of it. It's got the vertical forest, a food area, a strange area where logic goes out the window to make way for insanity, like Wackyland? An area in the middle of the ocean where gravity decides to rebel against the laws of physics, and more strange places. However, little did Yoshi realize that, in his attempt to protect his eggs from being stolen again, that a rather long and strange quest was about to unfold. I should have just zoomed this out earlier, wow. Now you can see everything on screen. The controls. Here we go with the Super Nintendo controller. I probably know all of these because... What? Wait, what? Select while unpaused makes Yoshi fart, I think. I gotta actually try that in the game. I gotta remember to try that before doing the boss rush. Press the Y button to stick Yoshi's tongue out. It may seem like a silly thing to do, but his long tongue will prove to be quite handy during his quest. Well, no shit. And you really do need to use his tongue for some of these levels. Okay, so this is the right half of the page up here. Eleanor used to scroll screens. Throwing the egg. I believe I already explained the difference between patient and hasty, and how that's pretty much exactly based off of the egg throwing system in Yoshi's Island, the game this is pretty much heavily based off of. If you hold the D-pad when you press Y, you can make Yoshi stick his tongue out upwards. This little known technique is useful for reaching stuff that's normally too high for the Yoshi to reach, as it keys springboards and that ugly picture up on the top shelf that I hate. Getting started. Put the cartridge in your SNES and then turn it on. Isn't that all there is to it? Yoshi thinks so, at least. Haven't we already gotten started like a month ago? Has it been a month? I don't remember. Insert the game pack into the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and turn the power switch on. I did not recall doing this, yet I still managed to beat the whole game. Wait, why would an instruction booklet need to tell you some of the most basic and universal things? Take this cartridge, put it into this machine, turn the machine on, not off, on! What are we, a bunch of idiots? Use the control pad or select to choose one of the slots, and also the difficulty setting you want. I forgot to mention that there is a hard game for Yoshi's Strange Quest. What? Is Yoshi's Strange Quest not hard enough? Are there some sick magicists who want to be punished even more? Apparently yes, because if you choose to play the hard game, whenever you get hit, instead of losing 5 points of health, you lose 10. I mean, some stages it still may not matter because you still could easily die by falling, like most of the post game ones. But still, what sick people would actually want an even harder experience, well, what we've already been through? Then press start to start the game. It's pretty simple, really. You won't need a college diploma to figure this out. You'll be a pro at starting the game in literally no time. The game consists of map screens, status screens, and action screens. Egg throwing style setting, yep, I was aware of what that was. A level tile, Yoshi, a warp pipe, a castle, the level name, his lives. I really wanted this to be easier to increase throughout the course of the game. Like, why couldn't we have something as simple as in Jump, where you could just easily get to 99 lives? In this hack, too, you go through extra lives like water if you're having a hard time trying to do what you need to do. The game begins at Yoshi's house. Move Yoshi by using the control pad. At first, Yoshi won't be able to move anywhere beyond his house. Too afraid of the unknown? He did move to a new, unfamiliar land before this game even began, after all. However, once all story introductions are over, Yoshi will be able to visit any levels you've gained access to. Some level tiles can be marked as red on the map. These levels will have secret exits in them for you to find. Finding these secrets will open up shortcuts on the overworld or even secret levels. Of course, some of these secret exits won't be easy to find or reach, but it's worth finding them. Especially if you're into bragging us rights rewards. If you can earn 100% of this game without cheating, that means 100% exits and oh shoot. I only got all the Yoshi coins in one level, I think. And I don't think I'll be able to go back and get them all. That would mean I'd have to do some of the levels without the midpoints, if not all of them. Then you can earn the right to brag about it to your friends, just don't be a jerk about it, okay? Yoshi coins don't save, so if I'm not mistaken, if there's Yoshi coins in both the first and second halves of the levels, you'd have to do the whole level without a midpoint. And I can't even imagine doing something like the Mirror Ghost House or Space Voyage or Reverse Cavern without the midpoints. Well, I did discover all the exits. Total time spent getting 100% exits is on the left. Okay, that's something I'll never see. And this here is how long we've been playing. Death counter. Yes, he's put a death counter. I really should see what that's like, because it's probably gone way up since the last time I checked it. While you're on the map screen, press the select button to bring up a status screen that will show you all sorts of... Yeah, I just looked at it. Action screen. As in, what's going on during the game. As if we really need to be pointed out that this is in fact Yoshi. It's Ted. Targeting cursor. Total coins, time remaining. Yoshi coin counter. Exits found so far, remaining lives. Press the A, B, Y, or X button while standing on a level tile on the map to enter a level. If you can reach a goal flag safely, the level will be cleared. If the level has already been cleared, you can return to the map screen. Oh wow, I know all this about saving. By pressing the L button on the map screen, you'll bring up a save prompt at any time. This game pack has a battery backup function to record the progress of the game. Warning, if the power switch is switched on and off repeatedly too frequently, the contents on it may be deleted. Also, avoid turning off the power switch unnecessarily before saving the game, or data may be lost. If there's a power outage, then, well, yeah. Like I ever had to worry about this game pack losing all its contents. I think I get the gameplay by now. Your goal for each level in the game, with maybe one or two exceptions, is to find the green goal flag, which is often at the end of the level. Don't ask why these silly flags you need anyway, maybe Yoshi likes to collect them anyway. Some levels have a red goal flag in addition to a green one, which is the secret exit. And of course there's enemies. You lose 5 or 10 hit points depending on the difficulty level. I just went over this. Defeat these jerks that stand in your path. Depending on the enemy, you can defeat them by jumping on their head, eating them, sliding into them, throwing eggs at them, punching the block they're standing on or next to, throwing shells at them, or feeding them tons of laxatives and watching them poop themselves to death. Okay, maybe not that last one. Besides enemies, you also have to deal with the terrain in these levels. Oh yeah, I've noticed terrain. Unless it's too high to reach, try doing a boosted flutter jump off an enemy. Long blind drop below, slowly flutter jump down to give you more time to react. Try everything. If all else fails and you're stuck, go to Yoshi's house and read that extensive tutorial Yoshi Fanatic was kind enough to write to learn about what Yoshi is capable of doing. He didn't write that for his health, you know. However, even the best players make mistakes sometimes while playing through a level. Be sure to look for the midway points. Yeah, you need these midway points once you get to the later stages. However, if you get a game over, then you'll have to restart that level over from the beginning, no matter how much you beg and plead with Yoshi Fanatic to convince him to give you another chance. I never begged, but I was not happy about having to do all of Ruin Castle again, so I didn't. Keep your eye out for secrets, keep your eye out for Yoshi coins. If you want to be 100% completionist, even though they're not necessary to beat the game, you're going to need to find every Yoshi coin. Each level is 5, and if you collect all 355 of them, not only are you a master at platformers, but you'll be rewarded in some way. Oh god, what's the reward for the Yoshi coins? Well, at least the Yoshi coins do give you 20 coins, so there's also a bit more of a reason to scope them out. However, if you're not careful, Yoshi might get himself killed while exploring a level. When this happens, you'll be forced to start the level over from the midpoint, and you lose 1 life. And if you lose all his lives, then yeah. And you lose the Yoshi coins you collected, so you might just have to do the whole level in one run anyway. Yoshi will die if any of the following occur. Yoshi takes more damage than he has health, so his health falls into the negatives. Yoshi gets crushed into the ground, wall, or ceiling. Yoshi falls into a bottomless pit, or lava, or acid, or something. The timer runs out of time, if there is a timer. Yoshi touches something that is fatal to the touch, like, yes, of course, I was talking about lava, or anything made by Deadly Drinks Incorporated. I mean, why do you do that? It's kind of an oxymoron. Yoshi gets extremely heartbroken, disgusted, or embarrassed by something. Yes, seriously. And I know how you can die of embarrassment in Yoshi's Strange Quest. The Strange Land of Weirdonia. Yoshi probably only gets to explore a fraction of the strange region during Yoshi's Quest. That was only a fraction of Weirdonia that I've been through? And my Let's Play spanned 47 parts. Here's a quick tour of all the places Yoshi will visit during his quest to find all his unhatched kids. World 1 is Yoshi Paradise. Nice peaceful area in Weirdonia where many Yoshis live. Yoshi lives here and he has a great view of the ocean. There's also a couple businesses nearby such as a grocery store, a laundromat, and a really bad pizza place that will make you question why it's still in business. Probably because it's the only one. Creepy Cavern. A rather strange cave that's found to the north of Yoshi Paradise. Despite its name and the presence of ghostly entities in some part of it, it's not all that scary. And you won't need to bring an extra pair of pants with you. Food Plains. Yep, there's the world made of food. Yoshi's favorite place. It's all about food when you're in Food Plains. Be careful or you may accidentally pack on more than just a few pounds. Like in Fattening Plains. Key Island. Oh, at least this world got, like, less cryptic. Submerged Forest. Half Forest World, half Water World. Yay for world theme mixing! Fire Mountain. A very hot mountain that oddly isn't a volcano. There's still lava on this mountain yet. It's not a volcano. How does this work? And what's with the deal with that forest growing along its side? This place is weird. The sky. Come on! Do I really need to describe the sky in Weirdonia to you? It's basically just like the sky anywhere else in the world. Except weirder. And harder. Frosty Desert. Frozen desert that's to the northeast of Key Island, and that's where Bowser lives. And it's almost always night in this area. Maybe because the sun doesn't shine down there. The bizarre isles. Strange group of isles that can only be accessed from a specific, seemingly random parts of Weirdonia. Which I found. The Strange Dimension. A top secret area in Weirdonia that is no longer a secret because I just spoiled it and I was too lazy and stupid to edit it out of this manual. All the items you can collect. Yay! These are always fun to look at. But there's no pizza or chocolate power-ups. That's disappointing. Coin. Yoshi coin. Green coin. Restoring his health. Okay. The eggs or shells don't interact with the regular coins, but they do the green coins. Winged Cloud. I hardly even saw any of these. However, they only appear... Okay, that's why I never saw these. They only appear in version 1.3 beta. P-switch. Not to be confused with P-switches. Never seen any of these, so... These switches have strange effects that last for a limited time if you stomp on them. Blue ones turn coins into blocks and vice versa, while silver ones turn mushroom plants into coins and some enemies into silver coins. What's up with that? Silver coin. Pick enough of these once you've hit this and you can get a lot of lives. Switch palace switch. Shells. Message box. Eggplant. Not to be confused with the fruit. This is an eggplant. Two separate words. This plant shoots eggs. They don't show up often, but they give you a full supply of eggs. Keys are great. They can be stepping stools or to open up locked doors, but what other games do use the key as a weapon? I must not remember. Springboard. These portable springboards will let you reach new heights, so it causes any acrophobic person to need a new pair of pants. Health stars. These stars appear whenever you hit an enemy with a red egg. Each one restores one of Yoshi's health points. Even though sometimes they just jump into ledges and you can't get them. Watermelons are an extra life. No, they don't let him spit seeds. Moons, 3 lives. Tips, tricks, and stuff. How much of these do I know? Please read the enclosed instruction booklet included with the game if you need assistance. Is that a good tip? Well, of course. Coin trails could lead you to safe ground if you're unable to see what is below you. Never trust green or Yoshi coins for this purpose or you'll be sorry. Try varying the Yoshi flutter jumps when going past obstacles. Yeah, I just had to keep trying those flutter jumps sometimes until they worked. Red eggs create stars that heal you a bit if you pick them up. Red eggs can easily be made by bouncing eggs off the walls or ceiling. Easier so the ceiling than licking them to stop their flight. Yoshi can boost his flutter jump by bouncing off an enemy. Press the R button on the overworld to change Yoshi's egg throwing style. I usually kept it at patient but changed it to hasty by accident a few times, and it took me a while to actually remember to change it back. If an enemy is being a jerk by getting in the way of your jumps, try eating a mid-flutter jump or sniping him with an egg. Or you could alternatively use a Koopa shell if you have that. Press the start button while a message is playing. Its text will close it early. If those message boxes are big enough, anyway. I mean the messages, anyway. Yoshi will likely meet other friendly Yoshis on his quest. Try talking to them by pressing up to see what they have to say. Maybe they'll just say hi, maybe they'll give you some tips, or maybe they'll just give you useless romance advice revolving around pizza, lame puns, and date ideas that internet comedians would find laughable. Who knows? If a boss battle doesn't end right after you beat the boss, then it's there because at least one enemy or shell is nearby that you must get rid of. Just because you're in a boss room doesn't mean you can't leave the pigsty, you slob. If your sink or toilet is clogged, use Unclog-O, the famous lemon-scented drain unclogger to fix it. However, if your internal plumbing is clogged, you should use Edie Petey's meaty beans instead. You know what they say? Only you can prevent forest fires that have been caused by laziness, stupidity. Stupidity is spelt wrong. That should be a T and not a D. The time the ball of water I opened spontaneously erupted in flames for no reason. Always think positive, even when life throws you curveballs like bladder incontinence. Think, I'm not going to let this stop me from enjoying life rather than, oh, come on, that's the 6th time today I've had to clean up. Why is this happening to me? Complaining about font use is just silly. Unless it's something hard to read. Ah, wingdings! Or if one of the sillier fonts is used in something serious. Who was the wise guy who wrote our government documents and Earwig Factory? Or Comic Sans, perhaps. Then complain away, but otherwise you get mad over nothing. Always build your base out of material that can withstand explosion from creepers. I believe you're talking about the wrong game now. Notes page. What the heck does this manual need a notes page for anyway? Does anyone actually use these pages for anything? Warranty and service information. 90-day limited warranty. If the ROM hack breaks, you can get it replaced for free. Need help with installation, maintenance, or service? Visit SuperMarioCentral.net. Yoshi Fanatic, also known as Yoshi Fanatic 1 on YouTube and biggest Yoshi fan on DeviantArt and Fur Affinity. Printed in the US of A.